Hey guys, it is Tyler
and Katrina,
and we are here tonight at Universal Studios Hollywood over at CityWalk. And yesterday, the Vivo Italian Kitchen opened up, and we're super excited to go there. Obviously, Vivo has been a staple of CityWalk Orlando for a long time now, and they just recently shut down Wolfgang Puck Express here, and now it is Vivo Italian Kitchen. So
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
I know there's like mixed reviews along the DIS like the DIS personnel, if they like it and they don't like it. I personally love it. I think the one in Orlando is fantastic, so I hope this one holds up to their standards of Vivo.
Right. Now, I've noticed, yeah, I agree. And Vivo is one of my favorites over in Orlando. And I've noticed that the menu is a little bit smaller here, but I think it's also because the restaurant itself is smaller, so...
And it'll also expand, because we also do have a Margaritaville that opened up like last year. And when they first started, it was really small menu. It was just like the specific stuff. And slowly they started adding more and more, and they keep changing their menus. So
Right.
I'm hoping that they expand their menu, because I was really hoping for cacio e pepe on the pasta dishes, but I looked on the menu and they didn't have it, and I'm like, I'll wait a couple months and they'll probably have it on the menu.
Right. But anyway.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go on and check it out.
So here we are, we're sitting down finally at Vivo. We are like the first ones here. I'm super excited, and we got here like right at open at 4 o'clock. So far, everything looks fantastic. I did talk to the server, and they just soft opened yesterday on Tuesday the 22nd, and they're supposed to like have the grand opening in October. So unfortunately right now they just opened yesterday, so they
Wednesday the 22nd.
Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is. Wednesday the 22nd, today is Thursday the 23rd, and they don't have gluten-free pasta yet, but she said they might have a pizza dough that came in today, but they're still kind of like, trying to figure out their settings. The chef's supposed to come out and talk to me about what I can and cannot have, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm really excited.
I'm super excited for Vivo. I feel like Vivo is one of my favorite spots over at Universal Orlando, so I'm very excited. They do have kind of a smaller menu so far than what they do in Orlando. Like over in Orlando, they have like a braised short rib that is like really amazing, but still, for appetizers, they have some interesting things. Of course, they have calamari stuffed bread, which sounds really interesting. That comes with pepperoni, provolone, roasted peppers, rolled up in pizza dough. Like, that sounds pretty good. They just have some classic salads, a baby kale Caesar. For the pizzas, they have like a margarita pizza, big eye pepperoni, prosciutto and arugula. All sounds really good to me, honestly. And I think that they do more of a traditional pizza sauce, so it's not, it's not like your Domino's or your Pizza Hut, which I'm not a fan of. For pastas, of course they have spaghetti and meatballs and bolognese. They also have a lasagna that sounds amazing with the bolognese sauce, the mozzarella, parmesan, and bechamel sauce. I'm a sucker for lasagna, so I might be getting some of that. And then they also just have a kind of like meats, carne section where they do like Milanese, Parmigiana, grilled salmon, beef medallions, all sorts of stuff like that. And honestly, the prices are all pretty reasonable. I mean, to me anyway, like for an Italian place you can go to, a lot of times I feel like the entrees are over $20 and up. But like, again, for the lasagna, it's like 15 bucks. For the spaghetti and meatballs, it's like 16. We'll go over the prices of the things that we actually order. But honestly, the most expensive thing on the menu, I think, is the beef medallions at $23, which, hey, you know what? That gives Disney a run for their money, that's for sure. So I'm really excited to order some food and try this stuff out. And so far our server has been very nice, and I'm very excited, so let's get this show on the road. Alright guys, so first up on the docket, we ended up getting a couple of cocktails because they have their little bar over there. And I ended up getting an old-fashioned Classico, which comes with whiskey, some bitters, a sugar cube, some cherries that they muddle up a little bit, and there's a little orange zest in there. It looks really good. I'm really excited to taste it because Universal Studios needs a great old-fashioned, so here we go. Oh yeah, that's good. You get a little bit of the bitters at the end, very strong whiskey in the front, but it's not too overpowering because it's nice and sweet from the sugar and the cherries. This is a really great old-fashioned, and you know, even though I'm not necessarily a fan of like the muddled stuff usually, but it just really makes it. So that is super tasty. Katrina.
My turn.
Katrina's turn. She got a margarita. Let's find out what she thinks. All right, Katrina, are you ready for your tasty beverage?
I am. But first, quick little side note is when we got, like I asked when we got our drink for a straw. Let's get serious for a second. Also, Universal is becoming green, and this location is like no straws, so no cocktail straws anymore. They said they're gonna get in paper straws soon for drinks, but I'm not sure if it's like the long or short. She didn't really get a description, but I just want to let you guys know that Universal Studios is also becoming green. It's not really like in the newspapers like Disney. But anyway, let's get to my drink, shall we?
Yes, please.
So this is the Margarita Fresca. It has tequila, lime, agave, and blood orange puree. And the interesting part about it, it comes with a little basil.
Look at that guy.
I know, so let's do it. I like, it's like a lot of flavors going on right now. I like the blood orange because it's like tart, and then the agave kind of helps sweeten it up. I don't taste the tequila.
Really?
Let me do one more time. I taste a little tequila, not a lot, but I like the basil. It adds like something different, so I think that's really yummy. So far, everything's been really good. The service has been like spot on.
We have a very nice server. She's pretty awesome.
I'm gonna be like a girl moment right now and be really sad I don't have a straw because now I have my lipstick on, so it's gonna like look weird. But cheers.
And she just put the bread down on the table here just a moment ago. So I am now going to try the bread and let you know what I think. This bread looks super duper tasty. I'm going in. I'm going to cut it here on the cutting board. Look at this. It's like this nice loaf. Oh, it's nice and warm.
Crunchy.
Yeah, you know, who needs a knife? I'm the only one eating this bread.
Ooh, and our soup came. Thank you. Yum.
Awesome, thank you.
Yep, enjoy.
Let's get back to the bread real quick. Sorry, that was unexpected. There we go, look at that. It looks nice inside. It looks beautiful. I'm just gonna have a little dip here. And we will get into our appetizers. Oh yeah.
What is it? Sourdough, white bread?
No, it's like, you know what? Honestly, I'm embarrassed to say I'm not 100% sure what kind of bread it is. I think it's like I don't know. It's not a sourdough. It's like a French bread almost. But with the oil and everything, it is super tasty. It has that nice crunch. It has the texture of sourdough, but it's not you know, and it has like the bubbles of sourdough, but it's not.
It's like a country white bread or something.
Yeah, something like that. But
Rustic.
I will say it's really good.
Artisanal? Is that like the word, like an artisanal white bread?
I don't know. Our Subway says artisanal in front of their sandwiches now. They have sandwich artists, so well, anybody can say artisanal. So.
Fine, then I'm gonna say artisanal.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, let's stop now and get into our desserts, our appetizers.
All right, the soup has come. Look how much soup this is.
That's a lot of soup.
Look at
Like
that.
that's
Look at
a
that
ridiculous
bowl.
amount of soup.
This is a very hearty soup too, because it has beans in there, but what now? So sweet fennel sausage, cannellini beans, kale, and grana padano cheese. But it's not. I think it's more like other beans too. There's like chickpea, or like garbanzo beans in there too. This looks really
Looks like
good.
there's navy beans.
Yeah. Is that navy beans? I thought that was supposed to be the cannellini beans.
Maybe those are the cannellini. I don't know.
Oh no, these are cannellini beans. There's a lot of beans in here.
Yeah.
So that's a cannellini bean. That looks. I don't think that's a kidney bean. I don't know. Red bean, I guess.
I'm gonna be in for a lot of fun tonight with this girl.
Now I'm be blushing. Okay, let's get into this serious business.
Do it.
I like this a lot. Actually, this is really good. It's a little salty, but oh my god, it's so good. It kind of it like reminds me of this like one soup I used to have in northern Italy when I was studying abroad, and this is really good. I like the sausage with like the fennel taste. Then you have like the smooth consistency of the beans when you eat it, and then the kale kind of adds like that crunch factor to it. Actually, Tyler, you need to try this. This is really, really good.
I will try it. But first I need to try my calamari.
Nah.
All right, so I can't go to any Italian restaurant without testing out their calamari, and even though I've said a million times I'm not a fish guy, there's still certain parts of the sea that I do like, so this is one of them. I love how they have this little grilled, cute little lemon on the side. That's pretty awesome. And I'm a little bit bummed out because they have this garlic aioli that they said came with it, but it's all over the top of it. I thought it was gonna be something I could dip it into. But either way, I love how there's also these like little tiny red peppers that I'm not even sure what kind of peppers these are, but they look very tasty, and I'm super excited.
I thought they were tomatoes.
I think they are peppers. But oh, I almost forgot the lemon here. Got to go in for a little squeeze of lemon. Oh, that's a big squeeze of lemon. There we go.
These are big chunks of calamari as well.
And I got some aioli on here, but I'm also going to go for the marinara, which honestly I think I'd like it without the marinara, but I'm going to try with the marinara first. Here we go. That is very good. It's perfectly seasoned. You get the garlic from the aioli. It's nice and tender. There is no chewiness to it at all, which sometimes with calamari it's like, oh boy, it tastes like it feels like you're like chewing on a balloon or something.
And this is all calamari, right? Not vegetable medley as well?
No, it's all calamari, and like, look at these tentacles, like, hi Sebastian. Sorry, I thought he was befriends the crab. Anyway, I'm going in for another
crab,
one.
not...
I know, he's saying hi to his, never mind. That's very good. I think, honestly, next time, I might ask for the aioli on the side rather than on top, because I like it super duper crispy, and I like to be able to dip on my own time, you know what I mean? To have exactly as much as I want. And now that I've mentioned these peppers, I should taste one for you guys. Not exactly what I expected. They're super sweet. They're definitely not tomatoes, but they are very sweet. They're kind of like, gosh, they have these, the only way I can describe it is they have these like sweet peppers that are pickled at Trader Joe's that they sell that are like all red, and they taste very similar to that to me. I'm not exactly sure what kind of peppers these are, but this is fantastic. It is very tasty, and I highly recommend it. So, we'll be back with our entrees.
No, try my soup.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should try the soup. Okay. This is almost like I would almost call this like an Italian chili with, well, there's no beef in it, but...
There's fennel. There's sausage.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, let me get a piece of sausage.
Oh, you took the big bite sausage.
Oh, well,
Or
I can cut it. I'll cut it, whatever. I got some beans, I got some sausage. I'm ready for countdown. Wow, that is very good. I have to say.
Honestly, if they start opening this place for lunch, that soup and just like the loaf of bread would be like more than enough.
Okay, salty, garlicky, cheesy, because there's like a little bit of cheese in there too. You can actually taste it on the back end. You get the cheese, and just all of the beans are cooked perfectly, and then the sausage just kind of rounds it out and makes it kind of a little bit spicy. I really enjoy this. Wow.
It's mine.
You picked a good one.
Back off.
You picked a good one. I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
We'll be back for dinner, guys.
Okay, so side note while we're waiting for our entrees is I was telling Tyler I love this atmosphere in here. It's a little loud, but other than that, like you can hear the music, but it's not like the normal traditional Italian music. It's like modern pop Italian music. So there's like, I don't know if anybody knows this, it sounds like probably saying cuss words to you, but Tiziano Ferro, Laura Pausini.
Watch your language.
But there's a lot of these really good artists that I hear in the background, and they have also the classic Andrea Bocelli music as well. But then just like the decor is like a modern Tuscan vibe, where they have these beautiful painted plates and like just pottery in general. Then they have these like jars filled with different kinds of pasta, and it's really nice how they redid this whole area because once again it used to be another restaurant, so they kind of just gutted it and just redid a couple things here and there. But I really like what they did with it. And then some of the lights look like strainers, like the steam strainer things that the metal like that opened up, and that's what I think of. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but I think of that. Anyway, but other than that, I really like this like so far. My drink has been really good, my soup's been really good, service has been fantastic, but I love listening to this like new music, because sometimes when you go to Italian restaurants, it's like a droll, classic Italian opera music, and I love it, but some people might like think it's just horrendous. But for me, I really like this, and I hope that you will come and see it and experience it and tell me how you feel, because I really like this music. My pizza's here. I honestly thought there'd be like a little bit more sausage, but look at the cool thing they gave me.
Look at this. Look at this murder tool. Or it's just to cut your pizza. I'm not sure which one.
I know. I don't know what to do, like to smear the ricotta. I'm gonna say it properly. The ricotta. So I think I'm just gonna like scissor. Sounds so dirty. Anyway.
Yeah, you scissor that pizza.
All right. So did I get it right? All right. I'm gonna put like a little chili flake on there though, because I like it just like a little spicy. All right. I'm gonna.
It looks good though.
Yeah. All right.
That's a lot of ricotta.
The crust seems really different. The crust. I don't know.
Not what you were expecting? Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like really done. It's weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a little strange. It's okay, but I don't think I'm gonna order it again. The concept seemed really good because there was supposed to be. It's called it's a fennel. Oh god, now I forgot what it was. Hold on a second. Sorry, everybody. It's a fennel sausage pizza with
one eternity later.
Cream, mozzarella, ricotta, sweet fennel sausage, red onions, and scallions. So this is what it is. So I thought there'd be like greenery on it for something, but it's okay. It's not my favorite, unfortunately. I know, like I don't know. This is like a negative review about it, but my soup was good.
Really? Now I'm very intrigued to try this pizza because I really want to know. I'll have to try and share what I think. Oh, listen to this guy going at it.
Alrighty. You know, I got my lasagna, but now I want to try Katrina's pizza after her little review there. So my turn to scissor the pizza here.
He wants to make sure that I'm not crazy.
No, I mean, it's not even that. I'm really intrigued to see what you mean. Look at all this ricotta I got on here. You know what? I want a little bit of red pepper as well. I took a tiny little bite already, and my mouth is already on fire, so I think this is very spicy red pepper, but anyway, I'm going for it. So, what I would say is it almost does seem like the crust is like a little bit underdone or needs to be cooked slightly longer. But my biggest problem with it is not so much that, because I can get over that. I actually think it's not that bad. But I actually think it needs like a little bit of salt. I think if I put some salt on it, I might like it more. So I'm gonna do that. Give it a little taste again. And maybe Katrina, you need to add a little bit of salt to it, because actually I think that made it a lot better to me.
Okay.
I think it is. We've had plenty of like gluten-free pizza, and it is a little strange, the texture. But it's hard for me to tell if it's just underdone or if that's just how this gluten-free pizza is. Because it feels done on this part, but you know, this is the part that wasn't under all the ricotta, so I think that's okay. I thought there would be more sausage, like Katrina said. I am gonna get to this lasagna, which looks amazing to me.
Look at this, yummy.
I am super stoked. I love lasagna.
That's a really healthy portion too. It's not healthy, but it's...
No, it's not healthy, but it's a healthy portion. A lot of people probably don't know this. The way I met Pete is by going to his house when they were doing the 10th anniversary of the DIS, and I actually bid and got in there, and that's how I met Pete. And that day, they had a lasagna because we all went for lunch, and the lasagna blew my socks off. That was like one of the best lasagnas I've ever had in my life. So let's see if this can compete.
Compete?
I met Pete, and let's see if it can compete. I see what you did there.
LOL.
So this is like got some bechamel, some ricotta cheese, some bechamel, or some not bechamel, bolognese sauce, and then there's also, looks like there's just some marinara around the side.
Steam coming out.
But look at that. I'm really excited. Look at that little cross section in there. And you know, a lot of people are probably like, "You're crazy, Tyler. You say you don't like tomatoes, and now you're eating this." I just don't like raw tomatoes. Like raw tomatoes are my... No, I'm okay. Let's try this. Here we go.
You say good day to raw tomatoes.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
So I think this is very good. It's very tomatoey. A little bit more tomatoey than I like. But it's nice and seasoned. Like the worst thing is when you have food that isn't seasoned well enough, and I can taste the salt. I can taste like all the steam coming off. I don't know if you can see that, but it has a nice amount of meat on the inside. It's layered very nicely. I'm gonna try one more bite here. You almost don't even have to chew on it. It just kind of falls apart in your mouth. So, you know what? I would say this is a winner. I do really like it. I would definitely get this again. And it's actually pretty cheap as far as lasagnas go at like nice Italian restaurants, because it's only about $16, whereas a lot of lasagnas are like, you know, at least places that I've gone to before can be at least like $20 in California here. So I think this is a great deal.
Especially being at a theme park, or like right outside, a couple steps away from a theme park.
Let me just tell you, this is some amazing food for Universal Studios Hollywood. Like, Universal Studios Hollywood isn't known for their fantastic food, really, but this is fantastic. I would say that. So I'm gonna keep on eating, and we'll come back with some more.
All right, now we're done with the entrees and it's time for dessert. So they came over and they told me that I could have 2 of the 5 options. So I'm getting the Chef Becky's Lemon Lassi, which is lemon mousse, fresh cream, strawberry compote without the Italian cookie crumble on top. And Tyler is going to be getting the tiramisu, which is the espresso smoked. That's not smoked.
A smoked
soaked.
lady? Is that what you
not
just said?
Not a smoked lady.
Oh my
Espresso
goodness.
soaked lady fingers, marinated berries, mascarpone mousse, and rosemary pine nut cookies. What a weird, interesting combo.
I really am interested.
Rosemary pine nut cookies and marinated berries. I wonder what the marinated berries are.
Rosemary pine nut cookies, that sounds like super interesting. So let's go for it.
So the only bummer is they don't have the cannoli like Universal Studios Orlando does.
That's true.
But we'll see how this goes and we'll let you know. All right, dessert is here. I can just smell the lemon zest and it looks really good. And also I want to point out this cute like cinnamon spoon shadow.
Look at that guy.
That was adorable.
It's like the spoon ran away, or it ran to the other side of the board anyway, something like that.
All right, so let's dig in here. I don't know what to do. Just dig in there, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta go for it.
Ooh, boy.
That's a lot.
So I see the lemon, I see the cream. I didn't get a lot of the berries, but we'll go in one more time. I don't know if you got that. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
What does that mean?
In my mind, I thought, I know, right?
It's not horrible like I thought it would be.
No, like I think of lemon sometimes, and it's like too like artificial lemon, and it like smacks you in the face. And this was actually really nice.
Well balanced.
It's well balanced. It's the lemon cream in the middle is like velvety cream with like a hint of lemon. Is not so much until you get that lemon zest on top, and then it's like, oh, there is lemon in here. The berries on the bottom I haven't really tasted yet, but it kind of seems a little too like watery to like. I don't know if you can get it, but the strawberry is really good. It's really fresh, and you can like taste the freshness. But it's just like really creamy. If I could eat the cookie, I think this would be really good.
Yeah,
since I cannot have the cookie.
It's supposed to come with a cookie on top that she cannot have.
And if you can see, it's a rosemary pine nut cookie. And I can touch it, but I cannot taste it. I want to smell it.
There's like little pine nuts embedded on the side, and it looks tasty. I'll have to try
rosemary.
One. I'll definitely try it.
But if this and this were together, I think this would be like an amazing dessert. But since I cannot have it, it's okay. So yeah, it's just okay. Not necessarily blow your socks off. It's not like blow my socks off dessert, but it's decent though. It's like a good ending to dessert. Not overly sweet. It tastes like, I don't know, like lemon mousse.
Okay. So first of all, to go with Katrina's dessert there, I'm gonna try one of these pine nut rosemary cookies, which I don't think I've had many cookies with rosemary in them before, so I'm really intrigued.
Or pine nut.
That's true too. Wow.
Is it like a shortbread cookie?
Exactly. So it's like really buttery, like a shortbread cookie. Then you get like a hint of rosemary. I thought it would be like a lot of rosemary, but it's actually just a little hint. And then the pine nuts just kind of give you extra texture in there. I think those are actually really good. Sugary, rosemary-like, really tasty. Kind of, I don't know, like a shortbread cookie, like you said. So anyway, let's go in for my dessert now, which is the tiramisu. Not necessarily the prettiest tiramisu I've ever seen in my life, but that doesn't really matter, right? We just need to know how tasty it is. So here we go. Now, I don't know how much, like, they probably use a lot of just espresso in here. So I'll probably be up all night now if I eat this whole thing, but I'm gonna try not to. Here we go. There's some I can already see there's cream, ladyfinger cream. There's a little bit of coffee. There's like espresso right there. So going for it. Wow. That is pretty good. So the first thing that I get is coffee right off the bat. You get a big hint of coffee right on your taste palette there. And then the next thing I get is just a bunch of cream. So to me, it's almost like, and like mascarpone. So to me, it's just like if you had a very creamy cup of coffee, I think it's really good. It's like the bitterness from the coffee and the sweetness from the mascarpone and just the other sugars involved just really even out, balance out, and just make for like a fantastic dessert. I think this is a winner. If you're a fan of tiramisu, this is really good. Now it's very creamy, so I can tell that it's super rich. But I just love that it has the sprinkles of coffee on top, and just, it doesn't smack you in the face with any one thing. It's like very balanced actually. So I really like this. Would I get it again if I couldn't share it with somebody? I don't know, because it's like a big piece. I would need to share it with somebody, I think. But I've really enjoyed this meal so far. Vivo is like a new force to contend with here at CityWalk, you know? So let's finish eating our desserts, and then we'll do a little wrap up. All right, guys, that is our dinner at Vivo. What did you think? What were your final impressions?
I really enjoyed it. The service was fantastic. The food was really good. The drinks were delicious and strong. I was actually thoroughly impressed. The only bad part was about like the pizza, but that is besides the point.
I kind of like the pizza. I thought it was interesting, but
I liked the pizza. I loved the soup. The dessert was actually pretty good, and everything. I mean, the whole ambiance is good. I was like singing along, annoying Tyler with my Italian songs that I love and adore.
Yeah, you know, overall, I thought this place is fantastic. It's a great new addition to CityWalk Hollywood. I'm really excited that it's here. When I first saw that they were closing Wolfgang Puck's to build this Vivo here, I was just super stoked. And I just hope, like we talked about in the intro of the video, that they expand the menu, because there are some things that I would really like to try out here in Hollywood that they had over in Orlando. But again, it's a smaller restaurant, but the things I did try, the lasagna, the tiramisu, the calamari, all fantastic. I would recommend all of them, and they're all at a good price too. I mean, that's the best thing.
The prices were like shockingly inexpensive.
Right.
Like they, for a theme park Italian restaurant, like anything below $20 is like a hit, and it's good food.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing.
So,
they have some
right.
pretty gross Italian food, and this was fantastic.
I will say that our bill altogether was $111, but that's because we both got 2 drinks. So, you know, that's 4 drinks together.
And an appetizer,
you know, and appetizer,
and a dessert.
Exactly. So that was a 3-course meal and 2 drinks for $111, which I think is pretty fantastic for a nice Italian place.
And they do offer annual pass discounts if you are an annual pass holder, just in case.
That's true.
If you're for Universal.
Took about
City
$10
Hollywood.
off the bill with my annual pass, so that was pretty good too.
But this is fantastic. It was really good food, really great service. I'm happy that this is here now. It's actually like a good place. Actually, I'm looking forward to eating at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, that is our dining review. Technically, they're still in soft open, but they will be officially opening in October. So come on and check out Vivo, Universal Studios Hollywood. We'll see you later, guys. Bye.